Hi there and welcome to another Elder Scrolls Legends video. My name is Richard, or Moxfire if you want to call me by my game name. Today we are doing a little bit of ranked play. The season has reset and I have been playing ranked. Unfortunately, I was streaming last night and jumped all the way from rank 5 to rank 3 pretty much in about like 2 hours while I was streaming, so I didn't make a video of me climbing for the beginning of my Climb to Legend rank series. So we're starting out at rank 3 right now. We're currently playing mid-range Sorcerer. We have the deck list up on the side, but we'll go through the deck list really quickly. It's a prophecy-based deck list that is designed to punish prophecy battle mage, and more specifically just aggro in general. So I have quite a few prophecies like Lurking Crocodile, Shrieking Harpies. We run Mummifies, which act as both removal and are triggered off prophecies. We have Cursed Specters. Midnight Sweeps are great for dealing with Slaughterfish, which pretty much every aggressive list runs. And then from there we have really sticky, difficult to remove minions like Windkeep Spellsword, Daggerfall Mage, Haunting Spirit, Young Mammoth. Then we have a little bit of a comeback mechanic with Night Shadow, and then we have high impact cards like King Emmerich, Nahagleave, and our win more conditions. If we're ahead on board, we get the Royal Sages and the Blackworm Necromancer. Currently on stream, after I've made a couple edits on it, it is 6-1, so it is not doing terrible for me. And other cards of note are the Fireball and Lightning Bolt, which is just automatic includes, and then of course we have the Dark Rift as well. This card is amazing if you get it out on turn 1. If it does get silenced, it eats up a silence, so you're okay with it. It's better if it goes off, but if it does go off, it'll usually eat a Javelin or some other kind of hard removal. Basically your opponent needs an answer to it. The card reads 2 mana, deal 5 damage, and summon an Atronach if you get it early in the game. So it is a super powerful card, so it is in our deck. So we'll just get into the first game. Alright, our first match up against Kondrogar, rank 5. This is a pretty good opening hand. They're playing Control, Spellsword probably, although I've been seeing there's a lot of really weird decks on ladder right now. So he might be playing some kind of an aggressive list that I won't expect. I think I'm going to keep the Necromancer because I do have a pretty good chance of getting it off on turn 5, and my hand is pretty low curve, so I should be okay with this. Getting the Dark Rift early is really, really good. His speaker, okay, so that makes me think he's running Ramp. I definitely want to remove that as quickly as possible. I do want the Dark Rift developed. How much am I concerned about him getting value off of that? Ramps him for 1 mana. I will be able to remove it. The Dark Rift is going to become a serious problem for him later. At the very least, it demands a Shadowfen Priest. And probably a Ring Charge. Alright, so ramping super hard. So now I need to get minions on the board and start pressuring as quickly as possible. Also, he's hitting me, which is weird. Shouldn't be hitting me if he's going to be playing ramp. His endgame's a lot better, and if he gives me lots of options, then my board will overwhelm him before he's able to stabilize. I kind of like the Daggerfall Mage here. I also like the Young Mammoth, though. I think we're in a Young Mammoth here. Young Mammoth is just a really big creature that's hard to remove. Daggerfall Mage's pretty prone to getting executed when you're playing against yellow, so it's better to drop Spell Swords before Daggerfall Mages. Okay, so we silenced it. It's fine. The Mammoth trades for both of these creatures. I would like to be ahead on life to get the Necromancer off, but I don't think that's going to happen unless if he decides to trade. We're going to play the Daggerfall Mage and the Wardcrafter here, hopefully to bait out any executes that they may have. If he winds up executing that, then I'm safe to be playing my Daggerfall Mages. That's a Lurking Mummy. Why is there a Lurking Mummy? This person is running a very interesting deck. Does the Lurking Mummy warrant a Shadowfen Priest? I can't get my Blackworm Necromancer off, unfortunately. I'm just 1 hit point away from it. It would be nice to get my no creatures that are in the graveyard back, so it doesn't matter anyway. I think it's better to Shadowfen Priest the 2/6 and then just trade with the 4/4. And then I can get it back with the Blackworm Necromancer. I also can Night Shadow next turn, which will heal my health where I'm behind here. So I think this is fine. I probably should have warded that one beforehand. That was a bit of a mistake. Crap. Now I've used up my Night Shadow, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully we get some kind of silence off the top, which we did not. I can still go for the Necromancer value, which seems pretty good to me right now. Nice, we got the Mammoth back, which is the only creature in our graveyard, so entirely calculated. Alright, Windkeep Spellsword is fine. He is running that card. That's a card you can run, which makes me think that he's running the Dwemer package. I really needed to kill that Night Shadow this turn. Negating all my damage. Play a Night Shadow of my own. That seems okay. We'll kill that guy. This will trade for that. This hits me in the face. My Night Shadow eats his Night Shadow. It's not ideal, but I guess my Night Shadow can eat that one. I need a Fireball right now. It would be super optimal. Okay. Alright, there's another taunt in my way. There's a Shadowfen Priest. Luckily for us. Shadowfen Priest comes in clutch. So we keep whacking him in the face, trying to negate the drain. Kill this guy. Shadowfen Priest that guy. We're going to ward the Night Shadow this time. So now he's in a really awkward board state. The Night Shadow kept him alive for quite a bit longer than would have before, which does worry me because now he's on turn 9, so Blood Magic Lord's going to come down. Next turn's going to be Manticora into Marak into Odiving, and then we're all going to be QQing. But that would be just the absolute optimal play for him. So we can hope that they won't. And there's an Immolating Blast. Luckily, our creature still trades for the 6/4. At this point, I think I'm going to dump all my minions on the board because of the fact that he just Immolating Blasted. And most lists only run one of them. I should put that over there, but that's fine. That's actually really not fine. I really should have put this over here, because if he Dawn's Wraths, I'm really a sad panda. I thought I was alternating them when I was putting them out, but I played too quickly, so if I get punished for that, it's entirely my own fault. If I had split them up, then it makes really unappealing Dawn's Wrath targets. There's a Blood Magic Lord. One turn late. And I get punished for my misplay. Alright, so we hit him in the face. That does not kill that, so I'm not too worried about it right now. We're going to put out the Night Shadow to counter that. And I guess we put out another Windskeep Spellsword. I can't play the Midnight Sweep because I give him more blood magic. I'm going wide here and hoping that he won't have enough answers to deal with me. Manticore is pretty bad here because Manticore kills the 6/5. I can't get any damage through there, but it does leave me free to hit for 6 damage over here. That's a Sentry. Shrieking Harpy is good. This deck is very odd. Can I win here now? So I have 8, 14. Yeah, I have lots of damage. Okay, so we Mummify here. Hit with the highest damage first. Well, we get him down low. Then hit with the highest damage. And then it doesn't matter what happens now, so we just win. Alright, so I managed to pull that one out despite a lot of weird cards coming out of our opponent's deck. Luckily for us, the going wide and providing an overwhelming number of targets made it difficult for them to win. So we are officially into rank 2 now, which feels pretty good. We're going to continue with the video. As always, I always do 3 matches, so we'll just finish up the last 3 matches, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, into game number 2. Artie Munak. Can't pronounce that name. Anyway, shout out to them. Rank 5. Currently playing Scout. Scout's a pretty good matchup for us generally. It's difficult for them to deal with our minions, and they don't have any AoE clears. I don't really want to... Well, I could do that. That's pretty strong. So we're going to play the Wardcrafter first, and then into the Young Mammoth. Alright. We're going to play the Mammoth in the opposite lane, just so I don't get gummed up by any taunts that or guards that get put in my way. I do have an answer to a guard, which is nice, but I will keep it as a pocket in my pocket as long as I can. So there's a Bruma Armorer, which makes me think that they're going to try and Ring of Imaginary Might me. So I'm going to kill that as quickly as possible. We're just going to play a Lurking Crocodile here. There's been quite a few Ring of Imaginary Might decks on the ladder recently. The most successful that I've actually lost to a couple times is somebody, I can't remember which username they were, but was running the Ramp Scout shell and just jammed the Tigers and the Ring of Imaginary Might into it, which worked pretty successfully. So that's a card. I don't want to lose my Mammoth, so I'm going to play that, or Mummify that. I hit a Prophecy. Hopefully it is not too terrible. That's fine. So these two together will kill my Mammoth, but it does take care of the Prophecy, so I'm okay with that. I'm pretty far ahead. This deck basically just overwhelms the opponent with really sticky minions. If you do get ahead, it's pretty hard to fall behind, unless if you get all your cards removed. The problem is I don't have any really strong draw mechanics in this deck. My primary draw mechanic is when somebody's being aggressive against me, is I just pop runes and I get free cards. Another Dwemer deck, okay. So in case anybody who's watching this YouTube video does not aware, Dwemers are not that powerful. They are very expensive, so I wouldn't go out of my way to craft them, although they are a heck of a lot of fun. So we're going to Shrieking Harpy the 6/6 and then just play the Daggerfall Mage. Not sure what they're going to do now. If they're not running the ramp package, then they're going to be really mid-range, which is going to make it really difficult for them to come back. Okay. If he's running those, that means he's probably close to mono purple, and not hitting that is kind of sad. I mean, it just like straight up loses the game for him. I should hit with this one first. I guess it doesn't matter, but... Alright, third game is a win. So I believe we're 8-1 right now, as of starting my stream, making a few modifications to this deck. So it is running really well. So if anybody's interested in crafting a deck, it does have a lot of really expensive cards like Daggerfall Mage and High King Emmerich and Nahagleave. A lot of those cards you can sub out, though, for epics that are not quite as expensive. Alright, into match number 3 against Nero Vegan. Also a really high-level player. Been playing him on ladder quite a bit at the end of the season. Usually was running Battle Mage, I believe. I can't remember exactly. Probably running mid-range Scout, similar to mine. I don't know if I want this. I don't think I want it. There's better drops. That's really good hand. So I turn 1's Dark Rift, turn 2 is Young Mammoth, turn 3 is Young Mammoth, turn 4 is opponent concedes. So Dark Rift. Ooh, I learned an interesting thing about this the other day. Actually, with this deck. Oh, no, it wasn't with this deck. It was with the mid-range deck that was posted on the Between the Lanes, which I personally don't like very much because it's not very good against Prophecy Battle Mage, which is rather prevalent, although I haven't seen any in a little while. Although I did play like 4 or 5 of them earlier today. But the Lachance actually triggers, buffs this guy, then he loses the ward when he kills something, and then it gets the damage, or it gets the double. So it's like a 6/3 with without ward after it kills something. Pretty good. Hard to hit with or hard to kill something with a 1/1 though. I guess we just Mammoth here. I think I'm just gonna go in the field line. Those aren't doing that much damage, and I don't really feel like contesting them. There's no reason to. Alright, there's the Daggerfall Mage. I was expecting that. We got Mummify for days. Kind of want to keep pushing damage, though. I can always Mummify afterwards. I guess I'm pretty... I mean, even Witcher's... or Ice Storm doesn't really do much to me right now. Black Rim Necromancer is not useful, because I don't have any creatures in the graveyard. Hunting Spirit's annoying, but fine. I think I'm actually going to Mummify the Hunting Spirit. Well, we hit face first, though. Mainly because we're in a racing situation, and I don't want to give him any more damage. The Hunting Spirit's attempting to trade and race at the same time. If I can stop that plan, then I'll get pretty far ahead here. I'm hoping that they invest some resources in one of their creatures, and then the Mummify does extra work for me. Shrieking Harpy is great here. I guess I just do that because it preserves my damage, right? Alright, thinking about their turn. I wonder what they're going to do here. I put them in a pretty bad spot. That's unfortunate. But also takes up their entire turn. I do not actually have lethal, which is a sad thing. So they're pushing 8, 11, or 8, 9 damage. So a Lightning Bolt does not kill me. They don't have enough mana for Lightning Bolt Crushing Blow, so I probably could just go face here and not worry about all their creatures. I mean, I can Mummify the 4/4 just to reduce the damage a little bit more. Seems reasonable to me. Can I cast 2 creatures? I can cast... No, I don't have a ring. If I could cast 2 creatures, then I could kill the Hunting Spirit by overwriting it. But I do not have enough creature. I need a 2-cost creature to be able to do that. So I guess I just go face. We're in a full-out race here. Just reduce the damage a little bit. So now they have... what is that? 7 damage? So they need 7 damage from hand, which I don't think is possible. If they get it, I'll be very surprised. Oh, it is possible. Nice. Well played. High King Emmerich. That was a great play. And I did not think of it or play around it. Well, that was a good game against Vegan, rather. Definitely an entertaining way to lose. Don't mind losing when somebody does something I don't expect. There's all those wards sitting there the whole time. I should have been playing around that. I'm not sure how I could have played around that, though. The only other way would have been to try to remove the wards. I guess I could have Shadow Fen the Daggerfall Mage, which I was thinking about doing. But unfortunately, I lost that one. But this deck is doing really well, so if you're interested in trying a deck, I suggest you give this one a spin. Hopefully you enjoyed all of the games, and we'll catch you next time. Hopefully we see you on ladder, and just remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.